I don't know. I just don't like the way they play. I love the game of football. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I love the Dallas fans. I love the players that are in Dallas. I just don't like the way it's run as a circus by the individual who is the ringleader.
How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down the line? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, back with another video on the QB1 of our team, the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're DC for life and want to add some substance to this conversation, drop a like on the video, share the content, and please subscribe to the channel. Yes, Cowboys Nation, I covered the interviews of Dak Prescott and Troy Aikman during their annual charity gala. Of course, I wasn't the only ones who gave their opinions. A plethora of extremely dope Cowboys content creators gave their 2 cents on the interview as well. Getting on YouTube, I came across Shannon, Sharpe, and Chad Ocho Cinco's podcast, Nightcap, where they were discussing the very same interview. Both Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharpe had some insightful things to say about it. So we're going to take a listen to what they had to say in the 3 clips that I got for you, and you know what we're going to do after that. We are going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's go ahead and take a listen.
Listen, if I'm Dak, I know you're going to see this. I love you, baby. Holla at your boy. Anyway, if I was you, I would take the Kirk Cousins route and bet on myself. That's something Kirk has been doing for how long? When he was with Washington, when he was with
he got 2 franchise tags. He played on 2 franchise tags.
Yeah, I understand that, but also I'm betting on myself.
Went to Minnesota, got 3 years fully guaranteed, then got another 3 years fully guaranteed.
You know what? This is Dak's last year, right?
Yeah, this is last year on his contract. Yeah.
You know what I would do, honestly? I wouldn't even want no deal. I'm gonna bet on myself because listen, it don't take all this time for no other quarterbacks when it's time to get paid and understanding what you have. There are no other options right now for the Cowboys. He is the future. Is he the future or is he not? There's nothing to be negotiating about. The numbers are the numbers. The market is the market. It ain't shit to talk about. So that's how y'all feel? Is that how y'all feel? We want to prolong everything? You know what? If I was Dak, I'd say, you know what? I'll tell my agent, but don't worry about it. I'm finna bet on myself. And after the season, man, go ahead and break the bank somewhere.
I thought the same thing, Ocho Cinco. A lot of Angry Cowboys fans think the same way. I've seen comments that say, if I were Dak, I would go to another team and leave this ungrateful front office and fan base in the dust. While the majority of Cowboys Nation understands that football is a team sport, you have that minority of Cowboys Nation that thinks the franchise quarterbacks grow on trees. That's where Cowboys Nation gets the delusional tag from. Moving right along to clip 2, because I want to hurry up and get to my raw and uncut, Shannon Sharpe drops a couple jewels on the NFL fans. So let's take a listen to what he has to say, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. All right, Unc, go ahead and roll it.
Here's the problem that I have, is that everybody holds Dak from me. And, you know, hey, look, I don't pull any punches. I hold everybody accountable, but, you know, it seems to me that people only hear what I heard. I hold certain people accountable. You can't say, well, paying Dak all that money and it hadn't won us anything. You played a lot of quarterbacks a lot of money. So if you really look at it in that term, the only person that deserves to be paid is Patrick Mahomes. So if we're just looking at quarterbacks paid and that have won something, only Patrick Mahomes is deserving of that. So you can't say, well, we paid Dak all that money and he ain't won nothing. Man, they done paid Kirk Cousins $1 trillion. They paid Josh Allen a ton of money. They paid a lot of quarterbacks.
Right.
So that's my only argument. And yeah, you want big bucks, big expectations. There's a reason why CEOs make the money they make, because they have a harder job than everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
So the quarterback has a more difficult job. You could understand why he makes the most.
This is the problem that I have as well, Shannon Sharpe. This is the argument in my comment section when there is a video about Dak. Shit, some people will go under the video about Jerry Jones and complain about Dak Prescott. He doesn't deserve $60 million. Back in 2021, it was he doesn't deserve $40 million. Every time this man goes up for a contract extension, you have the same crowd that will spout off the same talking points, blaming the team's loss on Dak Prescott when the team's front office barely made any moves that year. It's all right because Dak Prescott better make it to the Super Bowl with what we give him. That's what the logic is around here. If the team loses bad, it's Dak's fault. If those people knew football like they claim, they would know that football is a team sport and not an individual sport. That doesn't stop them from placing all the blame on one person instead of where it belongs, and that's the entire organization. But in the third clip that I got for you, Chad Ocho Cinco goes on a rant. So let's take a listen to what he has to say, and then you know what we're going to do after this clip. We're going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. Take it away, Ocho Cinco.
You know what? I always hear people say, people love to say, oh, Dak is overrated. Or people love to say, Dak isn't worth this. Well, tell me the quarterbacks.
Well, you worth what somebody's willing to pay.
Look at the landscape of the league. Look at the quarterbacks that continuously winning year in and year out. And tell me why Dak is not worthy. Because only one team win the Super Bowl at the end of the year. Only one team. And there's a small amount of quarterbacks that have their team to contention year in, year out. A very small amount. So tell me why Dak is not worthy. Because there's nobody else that you can take from another team and put them on the Cowboys. I'm talking about the main star.
I know you're talking about.
You're not moving Patrick. You're not moving Patrick Mahomes. You're not moving Josh Allen. You're not moving Lamar Jackson. You're not getting
one of those guys.
Josh Allen. You
Right.
know what I mean? So tell me who else you would pick and put him in the Cowboys position at the quarterback position, and you would still get the same results.
So, to all the anti-Dak fans, the only quarterback that should be kept on their team is Patrick Mahomes. He is the only quarterback that is getting his team to the promised land and winning the damn game. Second sucks. NFC championships, AFC championships, second sucks. So according to their logic, no other quarterback should be paid top dollar. Their organization should look into moving on from them quarterbacks. Every team should make their quarterback take team-friendly discounts in order to get the team weapons. Nope, that's just on Dak Prescott to do. Y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Anyone who said that Dak Prescott sucks, you can't factually back that statement up. The only thing that they can say is that he chokes in the playoffs, which he did twice against the San Francisco 49ers. The game against the Green Bay Packers, though, everyone choked. But the low-hanging fruit is Dak Prescott, so he's going to get all the smoke from some of Cowboys Nation. This isn't the Angry Dak Fan YouTube channel. This is not the Angry Dumbass Fan YouTube channel either. I'm not going to quit my job without giving my 2 weeks notice as well as having another job lined up. A much better job. A job that's going to pay more. The logic some fans have is to get rid of a very good, if not great quarterback for a backup. Or we should sacrifice a premier pick for our offensive line for a quarterback who will probably not have an impact on the team this year. I remember talking to a few fans of our rivals, and they said that they can't stand some of Cowboys Nation because y'all can have a great quarterback and still not be satisfied. Y'all can make it to the divisional round and lose, but instead of adding to the team that you have to better your chances of getting over the hump, y'all would rather get rid of the quarterback or blow the entire team up. The way some sound in my comment section, I can see how these rival fans' comments have merit. It's never, we'll get them next time. It's, we're never gonna make it. It's always the glass half empty. Every single time. I've stated this before. I don't see why any prospect would want to come and play for this organization. They have to worry about the coaching carousel because the coach has to be a yes man in order to get the job from Jerry Jones. If the coach has anything remotely resembling a spine, Jerry will get him the hell out of there. On top of that, your front office doesn't want to pay you when it's time for you to get paid unless you're taking the bare minimum. They won't pay their franchise quarterback, but will expect him to take their team to the Super Bowl every damn year. They won't pay their wide receiver who balled out and broke records. They won't pay their defensive end after having 3 elite seasons. Then they conduct a smear campaign through the media to get the sheep of Cowboys Nation to buy into their slander, causing these people to get online and degrade the men responsible for getting your team to 36-15 in the past 3 years. Since they didn't fulfill your expectation, they obviously suck, right? I don't see many other teams' fan bases complaining about their quarterback except for the Dallas Cowboys. Haven't heard about the Saints players wanting to get rid of Derek Carr. Haven't heard from Chargers fans wanting to get rid of Justin Herbert, even though he has only led his team to the playoffs once since he was the franchise quarterback. I know Dorothy Hunter hates when I use Josh Allen as an example, but no one in Buffalo is demanding Josh Allen be booted, and they have been divisional and done since 2021. Bars. Fans in Seattle ain't calling for Geno Smith's job for not making the playoffs last year. Haven't heard the Cleveland, no Super Bowl having Browns fans complaining about Deshaun Watson. Shit, even the Panthers are not having buyer's remorse after drafting Bryce Young, but we can damn sure bet that some of Cowboys Nation will demand Dak Prescott leave, get another quarterback, and be pissed because he didn't take us to the Super Bowl with what Jerry gave us. When will people realize that getting to and winning a Super Bowl is not on the shoulders of one player? It takes an organization that is focused on football to make it. Our owner has showed us that our team has been an afterthought for the last 20 years, but people will blame the quarterback like Jerry Jones is paying their rent or something. A quarterback that has statistically improved over the years that he has been with the Dallas Cowboys. Still, these fans want to get rid of anybody Jerry Jones doesn't want to pay, even their all-pros and Pro Bowlers. Chad Ocho Cinco gets it. He sees what's barring the Dallas Cowboys from success, but people want to act blind as if it's not the front office. They will blame the water boy before they blame Jerry Jones. They will blame the internet service provider before holding Jerry and Stephen Jones accountable for screwing up this team. Like I and plenty of other Cowboys content creators and Cowboys fans have said, Dak Prescott has not been with this organization since 1996. Micah Parsons has not been with this organization since 1996. Why haven't we been in the NFC Championship for 30 years? You can't say that we spent too much time on quarterbacks who couldn't get it done because our second-round draft pick, Quincy Carter, was only on the team for 3 years. Look at it this way, Cowboys Nation. The Dallas Cowboys have only had 2 franchise quarterbacks since Troy Aikman retiring. Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. In 30 years, only 2 franchise quarterbacks. And these fans think it's going to be an easy task just to go out and draft and pick their future quarterback, their future franchise quarterback. It's not going to be that easy, guys. Just ask the number of teams who don't have a franchise quarterback. At this point, Cowboys Nation, I would love to see Dak Prescott be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys for another 4 years. I want the front office to pull out all the stops to win a championship instead of hoping for something to go our way. If Dak leaves, I hope he goes to a team where their front office and fan base appreciate him and realize the talent they have at the quarterback position instead of whining about it when their expectations aren't met. I hope he goes to a team and wins a championship as their quarterback so I can look at these anti-Dak fans in Cowboys Nation and shake my damn head. I'm going to keep it a buck. If we get rid of Dak Prescott and we miss the playoffs, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to make a I told you so video. If we get rid of Dak and we fall into mediocrity like 8 and 9 each year, I'm going to come on here and say, I told you so. You ran a perfectly capable quarterback out of town, and it's time to lie in the bed that you helped create for this team. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you see the Dallas Cowboys getting rid of Dak Prescott, who do you see taking his place? Do you think we will be in contention conversation each year like we are now? Let's have that conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help like-minded Cowboys fans find this content, drop a like on the video and please share this content. If you are DC for life and look for solutions instead of whining about the problems, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can stay up to date whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. I had an anti-Dak fan threaten me with unsubscribing and not recommending my content this morning. It is what it is, dog. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan until I die, and I got the back of any quarterback that is under center for this great team that has great talent. No matter what these haters think about Dak, saying he sucks, the numbers would suggest that you're wrong. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.